Morning Phoenix High School. I'm Jessica Schaefer, also known as J Money.
And I'm Grace Prechtel, but you can call me G Money.
So the first announcement for this morning comes from the main office. There will be an assembly next Monday during advisors. This assembly is for the freshmen to encourage them to get involved in the PHS extracurricular activities. Freshmen will also learn what is expected of them for the next 3 years.
There will be an FFA barbecue to go after school today. If you pre-ordered, please pick up your dinner between 3:30 and 4:30. FFA members, we need your help serving. Nursery students, there will be a meeting Thursday at lunch in Mrs. Cosman's room. And for floriculture students, there will be a meeting Wednesday and Friday at lunch in Mrs. Cosman's room.
There will be an FFA meeting Tuesday at 6 p.m. in the Commons. This is our Green Hand and Chapter Degree ceremony, so if you're a first or second year member, you will be earning those degree awards. Be in office dress or official dress and in the Commons at about 5:50. Your parents are welcome to attend. Cake and refreshments will be served afterwards. All members should attend to support the degree recipients and to hear more important FFA announcements.
This is for all the students in the My Future, My Choice program. All of My Future, My Choice members will start teaching at Talent Middle School on Wednesday, so make sure that you are ready.
Many of you may know that our cheerleaders help out at a lot of games, from football to basketball, so I decided to create a segment to show you all how they did in their competition this year. So let's roll it.
We won this, we won this, we won this. Girls, we won this, won this. Yeah. Do my ladies run this, run this, run this? Or do my fellas run this, run this, run this? Let's go.
They did a great job. Way to go, cheerleaders. This next announcement is for the faculty. The Community 101 group and leadership has $1,000 to give out to anyone who wants to apply. If you haven't heard this announcement yet, or you want more information, talk to the leadership class during 4th period, or you can talk to Mrs. Hale.
On to some news about the Sparrow Club. If you would like to be a member of the Sparrow Club, you need to go to the meeting today at lunch. Several important activities coming up are being planned, and it's important to be there. The Sparrow Club can use all the help they can get, so grab your lunch and go to the meeting in room N420.
This next announcement is for the math team. All math team members that are going to the March 12th competition tomorrow need to meet at 8:30 a.m. in the bus loop to load onto the bus. If you have any more questions, go see Mrs. Croucher.
If you haven't heard yet, there's a healthcare teaching program called MedStars. MedStars is a highly competitive week-long competition at the Oregon Health and Science University, designed to teach students about their options in pursuing a healthcare career. Applications are now being accepted for 2013, and only 10 will be chosen from our region, so competition is tight. Make sure to have your applications in by April 5th.
Speaking of health, we created a segment to show some students some information on alcohol abuse and what happens to you when you're involved with underage drinking. Let's take a look.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bad.
I think there's about 35% of students here at PHS that have tried alcohol.
76%.
60%?
74.
68%.
But I still wake up, I still see your ghost. Oh Lord, I'm still not sure what
In alcohol, what we're talking about is we always start off with like what alcohol is, and then we start talking about what it does to the body. So we talk about short-term effects and long-term effects, right? And then after we do that, then we start talking about like some of the risks that teenagers take when it comes to alcohol. And that's when we talk about the binge drinking, and then the alcohol poisoning. And then finally we talk about like if a teenager unfortunately happens to get pregnant, we talk about fetal alcohol syndrome.
this is it, boys, this is war. What are we waiting for? Why don't we break the rules already?
If you're in possession of alcohol, either in physical possession of alcohol or under the influence of alcohol, and we can tell you've consumed it, you will be charged with being an MIP, which means minor in possession of alcohol, either by consumption or possession. You would also have administrative penalties through the school where you would have the consequence of being suspended for a period of time. If you're over the age of 18 and you're found to be intoxicated, I would probably transport you to detox in Medford, where you'd be required to sober up before you'd be released again. The school would then probably follow up with you and see if you need some support to get some sort of alcohol and drug treatment. So that's what would happen to you. It wouldn't be pleasant, but you need to make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves and getting an education and learning. You can't do that when you drink in school.
Well, if under the influence of alcohol, you are cited by the police for alcohol by consumption, which is the one drug that the state of Oregon recognizes that it can be in your system illegally. In other words, they have ways of detecting alcohol in your system where it's expensive to detect other drugs, so the law wouldn't be practical. Here at the school, if you're caught with alcohol or alcohol in your system, you get cited by the police, and then you're also suspended from school. The minimum is 1 day, the maximum is 10 days.
Okay.
Based on whether or not you've had prior problems.
And the calm that she call off, and then I look into my nephew's eyes. Man, you wouldn't believe the most amazing things that can come from some terrible lie.
Thanks for that informative video.
In other news from the Comedy Club shows originally scheduled for Wednesday and Thursday of this week have been postponed. There will be an open mic night coming up, and if you want to sign up, come into Mr. Lucas's room on Wednesday and Thursday during lunch this week. The Comedy Club will offer you information on how you can help with Scotty Lewis's senior project.
So if you're in the Pirates to Raiders program, it's still going on Wednesdays after school and will continue until just before spring break. The last date will fall on March 13th.
And for all of you in mediation training, or for those of you who wish to join in, meetings are in Mr. Cornett's room during lunch. Again, all students are welcome to join.
Recently, there have been a lot of questions on whether schools are safe or not for their students.
So in light of these events, Delaney, Bailey, and Jordan created a segment to remind students of how to be safe at school and help keep PHS secure.
In the news, we've had lots of attention paid to schools where people can just walk in off the streets, go unnoticed, and possibly cause some harm. Sandy Hook Elementary has struck a chord with every citizen and school in this country. The news, local news stations have taken up the cause of finding out how easy, how hard is it for a stranger just to walk inside of a school and have freedom to roam around. Okay, let's take a look right here. So you walk in, the doors are unlocked, right? And you have a key to walk in. What do you see? But there is no one to stop us as we continue to walk this way. So our challenge as a school is to own the school so that the students aren't looking at the SRO to make them safe. And my message to the student body is, if you see somebody in this building that isn't wearing an ID tag or a visitor's badge, and you're even wondering if they're a student here, report it. This is your home. So own this school. This is your school. And we all take a part in its safety. So thank you very much.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule.
I'm just gonna go visit.
Oh, can you come back, please? I don't recognize you. Can you take your hood down, please? What's your business here?
I'm just gonna go visit my friends.
Oh, come back, please. We don't allow visitors on campus. So you're gonna just need to leave the building.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Great job, you guys. And it is really important to follow these rules.
Now it's trivia time. Last week's question was, when was the record book meeting for FFA members?
And the winner is Jennifer Vargas in Mrs. Graham's room. She answered Tuesday, March 5th after school. And congratulations, you win some Applebee's.
This week's question is, when can you go to Mr. Lucas's room, or what days can you go to Mr. Lucas's room at lunch to get more information on the Comedy Club?
As we wrap up our show, we would like to remind you to stick around for the pledge.
As always, this has been your school,
Your people,
and your news.